A cornet can
Boop-boop-be-doo.
like Betty Boop can do. A saxophone can go, but a saxophone can't
Boop-boop-be-doo.
like Betty Boop can do. This little miss would never miss a chance for vocal tuning, and anytime and anywhere you can hear this lady crooning. An auto horn can go, but an auto horn can't
Boop-boop-be-doo.
like Betty Boop can do. Made of pen and ink, she can win you with a wink. Ain't she cute?
Boop-boop-be-doo.
Sweet Betty.
Betty Boop! Send her in! Hi. Lights out. Howdy, ho! Walk this way.
Okay.
Be seated.
Thank you.
Hocus pocus, ibbity bibbity, sibbity sand. Concentrate. I will now bear the naked truth of your baby days. I now see you on a steamer bound for a foreign land.
Is there anyone here?
No!
Oh! Excuse me. All by myself in the morning. All by myself in the night. I am alone, not a single soul is near. So unhappy. Dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. All by myself.
But a hot cornet can't like Betty Boo.
And one fish, two fish. And one fish, two fish. All right, I'm having to use the camera mic. All right, I'm having to use the camera mic. Chris's Blue Yeti. Chris's Mini died. Blue Yeti. Well, it didn't exactly die, but it's not sounding good. Well, it didn't exactly die, but it's not sounding good. Anyhow, that seems to. So now we're stuck with this janky ass camera. I have a new mic on the way, so that should be tomorrow. I have a new mic on the way, so that should be tomorrow. Anyhow, let's check the sound over on YouTube. Charles isn't here with us today. Got called into work and has to work tonight. Yo, Rod, how are you going? The Hereford House. That sounds like a steak place. Was it a steak place? Beefy. Says the current stream bitrate's low. I don't know what that means. Where's my YouTube? Let's switch over and see if I can see if I'm getting any sound on the YouTube. My channel. Steak and lots of other goodies. Oh, sounds good, Rod. My channel. There we go. Steak and lots of other goodies. Oh, sounds good, Rod. I'm optimistic the sound will get better when I get the new mic. So anyhow, let's do that. What am I going to work on today? I've been working on this all day. It's hard to see what it is. I'll show it off. I'll show off the Twitch safe picture. Hold on. Let's close all of that. Yo, Art, how are you doing? Let's open this back up. Let's put that over there. Let's come over to here. You had the grilled meatloaf. Grilled meatloaf. That ain't how you make meatloaf. You're doing well. And you? I'm doing well enough, I guess. I'm getting tired. Oh, there we go. That's right. Charles isn't here tonight. Charles has to work. I wonder if that means we're going to work him in the evening and then he has to be there at 3 in the morning anyhow. Something like that. That's cruel. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my promos. I'm looking for... Where did it go? Where did it go? Sultry suit. The sultry suit. It's looking kind of like this. So I've been working on this one all day. Hopefully I can get it submitted to Daz tomorrow. Or... Well, that's right. I can't mute the mic anymore. I reached over to turn my mic off out of habit. Anyhow, if I don't get it submitted tomorrow, I should be able to get it submitted by Saturday. But we're not going to work on that. We're going to look at the go-go outfit. The Great Vivint episode is over. I take it that means you have managed to get their equipment out of your house. You have returned the equipment that they said you weren't going to return and were going to charge you for it. Is that what happened? That is just a scam. Go-Go outfit. We're going to work on the Go-Go outfit today. They came, they got it, they're gone. Go-Go outfit, people, Genesis 8, clothing, that. Oh, where did I leave off on this? I don't know. I think we'll work on textures. Do I have any textures started? I don't have any textures started. We do have this texture, so let's save that, and we'll pop into substance, and we'll make a few more. It's like 3,000 pound. I would imagine, yes. We're going to call this Groovy 01. Let's do that. Select that, click on this, come over here to hierarchical. Nope, we're going to say material preset. I'm going to say, what is this, Go-Go? GG. Dress. Groovy 01. Save that. Let's do that. Let's uncheck. Oh, I don't have any G-force on here yet, so we'll just accept that. We'll do the boots, and we'll also, I got to do a little bit of work on the belt. We're going to do some more textures here. Let's go look at our groovy textures. Substance Painter. I do have all the boot textures done, so maybe we'll knock the boots out first. Close that. Let's put you over here. Let's close you down. So let's come over in here. What are you doing? Oh, you're still saving a material. Dang. My belts need to be fixed a little bit. You called women a couple days ago. They said the loaner BT was busy with other stuff. But you're good now. Well, fortunately, you don't need it now, right? Are you my boots? You're my boots. Let's get the boots in here. We need to do, I think I got my boots set up. Let's do this. Let's select the boots. Let's come into materials. This is going to be boots white. Actually, before we do that, let's turn off our smart content so this will go faster. Stop my CMS. Say smart, accept. Alrighty. Select the boots, click over here, do the material preset. I also have a button for this. GG boots white. Probably good. Let's probably find, hit that. Alright, let's come in here and change the color of the boots, surfaces, select all of that. We'll just come in here. I think currently I have, what I got, black, pink, and white. I think I'm going to stick with those for right now, although part of me is thinking brown and part of me is thinking red. But I'm trying to, I have a really bad tendency of going overboard with this stuff. Anyhow, let's save this material preset. GG boots black. Should be good. Let's go get the pink. I think this is good. Let's save that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to call you pink. Should be good. I'm going to try to do a hierarchical material preset for the zipper. You know, all my zippers are gold though, aren't they? I'll do it anyhow. Let's try this. How does this work? Hierarchical material preset. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. Let's delete you for a second. Let's get a Genesis 8 in here. Actually, if I leave that, let's try something. Hierarchical material preset. Boots, zipper gold. Brass. Let's do that. Save that. This should come in like that. And you know what, that should be, actually, yeah, I'm probably fine. Zipper pull. I'm going to cancel that. Hold on. I'm going to just select you. Do a material preset. Go-go boots. Zipper pull brass. And we'll save that. Alright, that should be good. Okay, let's set this up for the dirty textures. So we're going to swap this out. Browse. For that one there, I'm going to swap this out for that color there, and we're going to swap the, where's my glossy roughness? Oh, there it is. I'm going to swap that out for this roughness over here, and then we're going to copy one of these and paste it to that. And then I'm going to save this as zipper pull worn brass. So zipper pull worn brass should be good. And then we just save this. Material preset worn pink. Should be good. Alright, let's swap these out. Nope. You are worn white. White. Now I'm going to say worn right there. Is good. And then we got worn black. Black, but we're going to say worn. And it looks good. Alright, I got my boots. We got our zipper pulls, and then we're going to work on dresses. Do I have a worn version of the groovy dress yet? Let's find out. Let's take a look. Boing. I did not save a worn version of the dress yet. Okay. That's fine. Cancel that. Alright, now we're going to make some textures for the dress. I am going to want a black and a white, and then we'll come up with, we could do a paisley. I want to do 8 black, white, 4 groovies, and a couple of paisleys. I think we'll do that. Finally, proper, and you know, paisley is properly 60s, right? So we finally have a good excuse to get the paisley in here. All right, recent files. We are looking for go-go dress. There we are. Sorry about that. Okay, we're going to put you over here. Did I do stitches? Yes, I did do stitches. I see the wireframe now. Right now, we're going to just turn that off. And do I have my dirt in here? I do not have my dirt in here. Let's go get my dirt. That was made with the Storm Raider outfit. So if I say Storm, I come over here. There's my generic dirt file. All right, now we're going to just save this out. Control-Shift-E and export. I think that's good. Am I exporting at 8K again? I don't know. I've been doing 8K recently. I'm not sure if that's a good idea or not. All right, let's go to the output directory. Let's rename. Okay, so we don't need that, the opacity, and I don't need this height map because they're more or less duplicates of what we already have. So these we want to rename worn. So we'll use the power renamer. We'll swap out dress. Dress worn and apply that. Should be good. Control X, pop over to Daz, and we'll just pop over into here, browse, paste that right there. So we'll swap that color out there. I don't have metallicity on here. I'll have to fix that. I don't have nothing on here. What the hell? I gotta redo this. Hold on. I ain't got nothing. So there's the metallic. I do got a glossy roughness set up in here. Oh, I do have a bump map. Do I have my normal map? Why don't I have a normal map plugged in? Well, I got a normal map now. Do I have an opacity map? I thought I saw an opacity map in here. Okay, should be good. I gotta resave this over the Groovy. You're in the way. Let's move you so I can see chat in case somebody actually says something. Alright, I'm gonna resave that. This material preset, we'll just overwrite address Groovy 01. We're going to replace you. I don't think I've got a... Yeah, I don't have simulation settings on here yet, so that's fine. Okay, now we're going to swap these out for the worn versions. That. And that right there. Save that as a material preset. This is going to be worn Groovy 01. Save that. I want to see what these look like though when we render. So let's just do a quick test render here and see how we're looking. I got my displacement map set up. I forgot my damn displacement map. Dag nabbit. So I gotta resave that. Alright, let's take a look at how you're rendering. I think that's going to be fine. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to just double check. All right, no octane render data found. Excellent. I need my displacement map on here. You know what? I forgot to set the values, didn't I? Dang it. It's always something. I forgot to type in 6 right there. Material preset. We're going to overwrite groovy. All right, let's take a look at how this is rendering. I might have to add a little bit of gray to this if this is getting blown out by the lights. Actually, if it's getting blown out, no, it's not getting blown out too bad, so I think we're okay. If this just, yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, we're going to stop that, say yes, looks good. I'm just going to make sure to resave that. And then I just got to reset. I forgot to set this number down here. The sub D displacement level was 0, so that means why am I bothering with a displacement map? But we're fixing that. All right, now we should be good to go. This is going to be the base material, and we're just going to change these colors. So let's go look at our groovy textures and see what we got. I have a lot more. We're going to take a look at what I already have installed first. So here, we'll just do that. We're not going to use any of these cherries. That was for some of the summer outfits I was working on that are in Daz. Here's the groovy textures. I've only got 4 currently loaded. Nope. Where are you loaded, by the way? Right there. What are you? You look like a white. I might have to save that as the white. So let's dupe this. If I come over here, and then we can kind of see what this looks like if we drag and drop that in. Let's turn the dirt off for right now. And maybe we'll scale that a little bit. I don't think I'm keeping this one though. It just isn't quite singing to me. Likewise, I don't think these other two. And it's kind of cool, but I've already got kind of an orange, so I think we're not going to go with that. So let's go look at our merchant resources, which is in projects, and then there's a folder just for merchant resources, then the Ateneus folder, and somewhere in here is a DP retro. There it is. In retro, and here we go. Does this have the Paisleys in it, or is that somewhere else? I know you don't have the answer to that. I'm just kind of talking to myself. All right, the Paisleys aren't in here. I got to go figure out where my Paisleys are, because we do want to do those 2 Paisleys. However, we still want 3 more out of here. I think if I can find something that just speaks to me. Maybe that one there. Can I just drag and drop you into here? I think I can. Yes, I can. Did that bring up the import window? It did. So here, we'll do this. And you are a texture. And I'm going to add that to my overall library. So we'll import that. Drop that over there. You know what? I kind of like that. I think we'll keep that one. So let's dupe this. I'm going to dupe this a couple more times. Duplicate layer, so that gives me groovy. Then I need a couple for paisleys. So we got a couple spots there for paisleys. I don't know if I'm going to use this or if I'm going to use something else for the black and the white. I think I might use something else for the black and the white. Let's see what we've got over here. Let's go looking for a fabric. So if I can find something with a nice 2-shade material, something like here is Fabric Suit Vintage. You know, if we use we're just going to use the color out of this. So we're just going to turn everything else off. So we're only looking at the color. And do I have 2 color options, or I just get the one? Yeah, I need that's not quite. Do I have a color too? Color bottom. I do have a color, second color. Yay. So that lets me have a little bit of color variation in there. All right, so we're going to tile that up a bit. I'm going to take a look at the color map. So I think that'll be the white. So at this point, we're just exporting colors out. So we'll just switch this over to just be base color. And then I just export that. Impatiently wait because I'm working with the 8K textures. Pop over to here. I'm going to call you white. Oops, you know what? You're supposed to be over here actually. Because I'm supposed to get that zipper. Do I want the... Do I want a steel zipper in here, or do I want to not? You know what? I am going to do that. And what are my stitches looking like? Why am I not seeing my stitch color in here? Oh, there it is. All right, we got to tweak that just a little bit. You are kind of desaturated. If I desaturate you all the way, probably good. And I'm going to dupe this. Hide that. So that is this zipper. We're just going to turn that into sort of a desaturated. So we'll dump another filter on here. Add the filter. I want the hue, saturation, lightness filter. We'll do that. And I'm just going to dial that saturation back. Actually, I'm going to do this. We're going to slide it over into the blue. BRB Escalade time. All right, see you when you get back, man. All right. I think I'm going to do that. Maybe make you a little lighter. And then desaturate you a bit. And that's going to kind of just be the steel or the silver. I think that's good. All right, let's save this again. All right, pop back over to here. Okay, so that one's no good. This one's fine. I'm going to see if I see my stitches in here. Oh, there they are. They're looking good. All right, we like that. I'm going to call that white. let's toggle on the dirt and save that. You pop over here and impatiently wait. There we go. This will be the worn white. Alright, that is good. Let's, which one of you oh, there's the fabric suit. Yep, okay. Let's dupe you. And we're going to make that black. And of course, when we say black, we mean really dark gray. Let's take a look at how this looks without the dirt on. That'll be fun. Oh, we do want to, so I want to put the brass zipper back on that, and we want to tweak the stitches. So I think we'll just like take that way. Should be good. Do I want that to be the brass, or do we want to go with the black and the silver? I probably should just make everything brass, but I've already made a silver or steel. I think this will be fine. No, changed my mind. I'm going to go like that. Control Shift E, export, pop over here and wait. There we go. That's black. Back to here, turn that off, turn the dirt on, export that. Alrighty, that's the worn black. Okay, black and white are done. The obligatory black and white. So I'll hide. And I'm going to actually call this black. Actually, let's leave that there, but let's put black on the front. That way I can kind of figure out where it came from if I need to. And let's put white on the front of this one. Organization. There we go. We turn the dirt off. So I got that groovy texture. Let me go track down the paisleys. We'll come back to here. Let's go find, where are my paisleys? Is it actually in something called paisley? It is. Look at that. It's actually in something called paisley. You know, Art's parking the Escalade. We'll come back to the paisleys in a minute. Although I'm seeing what I like. So Art, when you get back, are you back yet, Art? No, not yet. Okay, I'll do the retro textures. I like that. Maybe go to that green. Do I have a nice blue? Maybe that. Maybe that. I kind of like that, but that's an awful lot like that green. Maybe that's kind of a green. Oh, you know what that would... Let's try... I don't like the red in there. I think maybe I kind of like that. Those leaves almost make it look like it's weed, but there's not actually, it's not the right pattern there. seeing if I got another green I like. I do want to try this. As I was doing research, these kind of stripy patterns showed up. Although, should they be rotated? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's come over here and let's dump some of these in here. I got to put this like over here when I do this because I need to see that window come up. Can I get two of you in here? Excellent. There we go. Let's see how this goes. See, this is that window I was talking about. And texture and import that. And you know what? I'm going to put that into the color channel here. I'm not entirely sure I'm liking the stripes. Let's rotate it 90 and see if and maybe kind of do that. Problem with the stripes is the darts really pop out. You can actually, the fabric seems to really pop on this. So I don't know. Part of me is thinking this is exactly what something in the 60s would look like. On the other hand, I just don't like it. So there is that, right? So, you know what? I think I'm going to give that one a pass. Let's check out that one. I'm optimistic that this one will work out. See, I like that already. I'm not going to do anything to it. Alright, so we're going to leave that there for now. So we have 3, I need 1 more, 5, 6, and a couple of paisleys. So let's find one more. I was thinking that green. That green there. Although I'm just kind of double. Well, that's kind of cool too. Now let's try this. Oh, that didn't work. And then we put you onto there. You know what? That's pretty close. I like the bigger tiling patterns on these. So I think I'm going to go with the green one. And is that the 4th one? That is the 4th one. So I now have 4. And then we'll take a look at, well, let's save those out. You here? Yep. You back yet, Art? Not yet. Okay. Control Shift E. You're going to be groovy too. Export. Pop over to here. Wait a minute. Going to call you groovy too. Is it groovy with a Y? Just groovy 02 underscore. How did I name it before? I just called it base color. All right, let me just make sure I'm not misspelling groovy. Groovy, baby. Yeah, that's it. All right, we're going to do that. Groovy 02. Now we're going to do Worn Groovy 02. So toggle that back on. Save that. There's the export button. Pop back over here and wait a minute. Horn. Is good. All right, turn that off. All right, we'll go with this one now. Turn that, Control Shift E. This is going to be Groovy 3. And then put the dirt back on, save that. It's good. Groovy 1, Groovy 3. All right. Yo, someone kind of sucks. Someone is parked in a way that they're blocking your driveway. Oh, that's annoying. That's a pretty pattern. My dirty pattern. That's what it looks like underneath. And then we're going to do one more. There we go. And then we're going to pick out our paisleys. That's right, I said paisley. It's totally a 60s thing. Control Shift E. Export. I'm going to pop over to here. I'm going to type in Groovy here. 04. Pop back over to here. Let's turn the dirt back on. Save that. Come over to here. Wait for that to finish. Oh, sorry about that. I keep forgetting. I can't gag and mute at the same time anymore. All right. So let's go take a look at the paisleys. I waited for you to get back, Art. I did see one I liked already, but then I'm going to find another one. So that one there I kind of like. I was thinking there was kind of a brownish. I'm not really crazy about how paisley-ish that looks. I think we can do better. Those are kind of cool. I should probably, well here, I know I'm going to use this one, so let's go set it up. So let's just drag and drop that over here. Are you not? Oh, I got this window still in the way. And I'm going to move you there. I'm going to move you there. Let's turn you off. Let's turn that off and come to this layer here. So I'm going to drag and drop that into here. Oh, I do have some. Oh, there it is. This is what I was thinking of right here. Maybe we'll take a look. That flowers are kind of nice too, though. This pattern is so, I like it so much, I used it twice. Alright, let's just drag and drop you into here. And I'm going to rotate that pattern a little bit, and maybe if we dial you, you can see the obvious repeat, but rotating it helps hide it a little bit, I suppose. On the other hand, that's the way patterns work sometimes. So I think that's just fine. What happens if I bring you in here and switch you to say soft light? Yeah. So, what if we, no. What if we overlay? You know what? The overlay doesn't actually look too bad. All right, let's try this one. There seems to be a weird line in there, but I think it's just optical illusion. I thought I saw a line cutting through it, but it's just kind of the way some of these edges line up. All right, you're Paisley. How do you spell Paisley? Is there Y-E-Y-L? Paisley. 01. I gotta figure out how to spell Paisley correctly before I... Paisley pattern. I think I got it right. Yeah, alright, we're good. Alright, let's save the dirty version of that. I forgot to change the thread colors on these, damn it. Let me go take a look and see how bad they're looking. Yeah, I'm going to have to resave these. Tweak the thread colors. Dang it. How's the Paisley look? Yeah, we got it. Oh, Farfignugan. That's pretty much par for the course with me. Let's find another Paisley first. You know that? So we got that. I'm just going to kind of flip through these really quick. Part of me wants to go with something a little on the brown tan side. I kind of like that, actually. Which one was that, by the way? That's like 48. That's an interesting pattern, although not exact. Is that really a Paisley? I want a Paisley pattern that's a little overly tight like that. I don't know about that. That one I kind of like. That's the bright version of it. So they have these subdued versions. Then you have these. I kind of like that. That's 41, 48, 41. thinking. That looks like ghosts for some weird reason. Groovy baby. We're looking. I'm getting towards the end. I do kind of like that. I think maybe that's 9. Maybe I'll just do 9. It's funny, the subdued ones sometimes look better than the brights. Yeah, let's do the 9. I'll put that there. Hold on. And then we'll come back here and what did I say? 40. Or this one. I'm kind of leaning towards this one. Let me see if we can put these side by side and I can make my final decision. And let me just take a double quick peek. So that's the one I decided to use for now. You know what? I think I'm going to go with this one here. So can I drag and drop that right into substance? I cannot. Okay, I gotta go find. We gotta go get that from here. So I can drag and drop. Dang it. I can drag and drop that into there. And it probably has this little dialog box that popped up. It's sitting there waiting for me to do something. And you are a texture. I'm going to say import. And we're going to put you into... Nope, I'm going to leave that there. I think I'm going to put you into right here. Let's turn the dirt off. And let's play with the scaling here. You know what, I like that one on a little bit smaller side. We will rotate it a little bit. Although I can still see, now I got like these diagonal, you know what, I'm going to leave it like that. I think we're good. This will be Paisley too. Control Shift E, export. Come over to the, nope, to the export folder. I forgot to change the thread color. So we're going to have to redo that. Dang it. I have to redo most of these anyhow because I forgot to change the threads. So this time we're going to do, I think I got to do 5 textures, maybe, because I think I have 3 good ones. Yeah, I have 3 good ones, so I got to redo the 5. Okay, and actually it's 10 textures because we got to do the worn versions again too. Although the dirt might cover up the fact that the thread's all black. Let's go take a look at that. I'm going to get rid of you. I'm going to put you away. So if we take a look at, that's not the black. Here, so if we zoom in on, I keep doing that. It has black thread, but it's kind of Nah, we're going to redo the threads. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, I think, multiply the color through, so it's a bit darker than, no, I'm not. I'm going to just change it because we've got patterns. Yeah, I've already changed my mind. So what I want to do is just play with that. Actually, you know, given the pattern in there, that one's probably good. I'm going to leave that one alone. So let's do the dirt version of that. Okay, should be fine. So come over here. I'm going to call you Warren Paisley 2. Should be good. Alright, back over to here. And then we're just going to do, this is the other Paisley. Let's turn the Warren on. And let me tweak this color here. Yo, Quasi! Is that... Did somebody shout out Quasi or what happened here? Making things and more things to make. Yes, hey, how you doing, buddy? It was awesome to catch your stream today. I do that work and lurk thing. So I had you on most of the time, and suddenly it went quiet, and I looked over and you were gone. I gotta update your command to point to your Twitch channel now. You know what? Let's do that.
Hey, bud. Let's party.
So, let's do this. How do I do this again? I remember. I think I remember. Maybe not. I think this is in my cloud bot. Hold on. Let's do this. And hey, Art, follow Quasi. Quasi's on Twitch. Rod, follow Quasi. Quasi's on Twitch. Anybody else out there, follow Quasi. He's on Twitch. And YouTube. We got the YouTube link right there. Let's see. Streamlabs. I gotta log in with my Twitch. Coming up. Let's go over to the cloud bot. There we go. I think I can show this. Okay, so we're going to do commands. There we go. YouTube and Twitch. There we go. Let me get that Twitch. Copy that. Oops. And paste that right there. Okay, let's confirm that. Let's see how this is working.
Hey, bud. Let's party.
All right, should be good. Should be good. All right, let's put CloudBot away. All right, I'm making textures for a go-go dancer outfit, so that's what we're working on. I saved all these out, and then I realized I want to redo the thread colors. So, duh. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm making adjustments to my thread colors. Do I want to make you pinker? Pinko? Yeah, I think we're going to go with that one there. My exports are going a little slow today because I've been exporting at 8K. So I'm going to replace this with that. Okay, back over to here. Alright, throw the dirt filter on. Save that. Export that. Back over to here. So that's going to be replaced with this one right here. Alright, that's good. Alright, so that finishes those off. Let's redo the blue. So let's change that thread color again. I think for the most part I'm just going to leave brass for the zippers. So we're just going to come over here. I crank that saturation up because it helps me just see what color I'm working with. So maybe like that is probably good. Dial that saturation and we'll just make that a little bit darker. Probably good. Control Shift E, export. We're going to pop over here and look for that one right there. Get rid of that. So when this comes up, we're going to rename you to be Groovy 4 or something like that. Excellent. Alright, now we do the version with no dirt. So while that's going on, I'm going to grab this here. I can get rid of that and replace it with this. Okay. Making good progress. Alright, we'll do the green one. So we use green thread on that. And your Groovy 2. Who's Groovy 3? Oh, there's Groovy 3 over there. Okay. Alright. Export out the dirt version. Did I do the dirt version of the blue? I'm not sure I did. I did. Okay. So there's the Groovy 2 dirt version. Okay, and I think this might be the last one here. So just
Hey, bud. Let's party.
oh, dude. I can't see the color of that. See, I've slid into the blue. I think I'm going to go with that, maybe. Alright, probably good. I think this is going to be the last one. I'm going to hit save on this before I lose it. Now we can do this. Hit the export, pop over to here, right there. Dang it. I screwed that one up. I have to manually type this in now. No. Which one do you think's your Groovy 2? Oh, you're supposed to be Groovy 3, that's right. Fine. Alright, put the dirt on. Save that. Pop over to here. Right there. That's got the wrong name, so I'm going to fix that anyhow. So, you know what? I'm just going to type this in. Warn underscore Groovy03 underscore. Alright, should be good. That should be all the materials we're going to work with. So let's cut all of this. Let's head over to Daz. I've got a dirty texture in here, so let's do the let's do the dirty textures. So let's browse. Let's paste. Let's knock out the other groovies. Actually, let's do the black and the white. Let's do black. File, material preset, dress, orange, black. I don't think, yeah, I don't have any simulation settings. I just got to remember that. Okay, that's the worn black. This is the worn white. Okay, Groovy 2 is next. Worn Groovy 2. Worn Groovy 2, there we go. Okay, let's get Worn Groovy 3. Worn Groovy 3. Material preset. Alright, let's do 4. That one's there, says 4. And then we got a couple of paisleys to do. And then we do the base colors. And then we can work on the belt. That is the plan. Alright, let's get paisley 1 and then paisley 2. Paisley 01. Paisley 02. There we go. Should be good. All right, now we got the base colors to knock out. We've already got Groovy 1 done. So black, white, and then the rest of them. Let's apply that, and then we just need to swap the color maps out. Where's my black? Where's my black? Did I not save a black? Go dress, black base color. Why do I not see? No! I guess I didn't save one. That's okay. We have the technology. We can fix this. Gonna turn that off. Come over here. Click on the thing that says black. I gotta reset my thread color because now it's just obnoxious. So take that down there. Take you all the way over here. There we go. Control Shift E on that. Export. Come over here and impatiently wait. Excellent. Alrighty, file, let's save that. Should be good. Let's do the white. I think there we are. Alright, now we'll do the groovy textures. We already have groovy 1 done, so we're looking at groovy 2. Where are you? There it is, dress groovy 2. Groovy 3. Looking good. Just a quick check to make sure. Okay, no octane data has been found. Alright, we'll put in groovy 4. And then I've got the 2 paisleys. Paisley 1. And Paisley 02. And then I'm done setting up the dress materials. At least the starter dress materials. I still need to do a belt. We'll work on the belt next. That's what I said. I remember it now. Wanted to use Paisley. There it is, Paisley 02. Alright, should be good. Let's take a quick render check. Nothing quite like doing all of that and then realize there was a setting that was off. I'm hoping that's not the case. Yeah, it's looking fine. Okay. I got to do a few things on the belt because I left the material zone off. And also, I didn't do the backs. So we're going to tweak that. So what do we got in here? Do I have a... You know what? Let's just delete all of this. Let's load in you. You know what? We're going to resave the dress. Let's put you on there, but let's apply that. So are you good right now? That didn't seem to load in my displacement map. Let's do that again. Oh, there we go. All right, we're good now. I may have accidentally selected this figure when doing that. Should be fine. All right, let's load the belt in. And we're going to make our adjustments to the belt. Do I want to use this? And you know what? Maybe we'll texture this up in Substance. We'll do a gold, a silver, and then a multicolored version. I have to clean some stuff up in here though first. To make things easier to do, I'm going to change the color of this dress to just be a neutral gray for right now. And I'm going to switch over to headlamp. And see, that material is screwed up. That's supposed to be like flower 7, but it didn't get assigned right. So here we're going to do that. And here, let's go to tool settings and hide everything like that. I saw the Zedekiss freebie. Zedekiss freebies are nice freebies. Let's select that and that. I'm going to do that. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Let's try this again. That and that. I'm going to select that. We're going to assign this to flower 07. And accept that. And then there's one more I want to get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one right there should be flower 7 as well. I know, it's how they get you to come back every day. And what the heck, while I'm at it, I might as well buy 6 bundles. That's what they're hoping for, right? All right, should be good. So let's deselect everything and let's bring everything back into view. And come over here on geometry selection and clear selection. And I'm going to select that as flower 01. And I'm just going to expand that. And then we're just going to assign to that. Did you not? You didn't do what you're supposed to do. Why did you? Why you know? That's what you're supposed to do. All right, we'll try this again. There we go, that worked. Let's see if this works. That worked. Sadly, you're highly between paydays this time of year. Oh, dang, dude. I'm sorry. Well, I did have another thing get through testing this week, so I'll post it into the secret server. So let's select that. We expand that selection. And then we assign all of that to here. And I deselect and hide. Then I'm going to take that and select it and expand that selection and assign that here. Deselect and hide. I have to do this with the Genesis 812. Oops, I'm leaning into the wrong button. I think that should be good. Looks like it is. I think that's going to be fine. Looking good. Are you good? All right, they're all good. All right, we're all good now. I don't think I have anything selected. Does this show me if I got something selected? It does. Sweet. Okay, I think I'm going to resave this. I have a little bit of a weird, I'll have to fix up this. This dress is a little tight. I'm going to see if I can fix the shape of that. Let's resave the belt though. Here, I want to go into here. Select that belt, and we're going to hit this button here, and we'll save that back out. Where are you? You are in the 60s. That's right. You're all the way up here. It's been a couple of days since I was working on this. People, Genesis say female clothing, need that. Let's save over the dress. Say yes to that. I've got my thing turned off. Can I even, I guess I can save that. I'll fix that. I'll have to resave it later. Let me see if we can fix the shape of this dress. Do I have a, if I update vertex and position, all right, let's sort by date like this, and I'm looking for go-go dress G9. Nope. I'm looking for go-go dress. Do I have G8 female? I do. Did you come in scaled? If this comes out wrong, we'll just redo it. So let's open that. Accept that. Accept that. Target geometry was wrong. Oh no. No. Did I have the right thing selected? I did. How did the target geometry get off? Let's try this again. One more time. There we go. Update. Let's take a look. Go-go dress G9 fem. Nope. Go-go dress G8 fem. Open that. Accept that. It is saying the. Oh, pooper scoopers. All right, let's try. Let's see if. I might just have to re-rig it. Let me bring in the geometry and see what it's actually looking like. And we'll try to troubleshoot what's going on here. Dress G8 female, there we go. Accept that. Oh, you're totally in the wrong space anyhow. Let's delete that. Let's do this again. Okay, you need to be 10629.9. And accept that. So you're going to look kind of like that, except now my dress doesn't, my belt doesn't fit. Why does my belt not fit so well? Oh, pooper scoopers. Maybe I should just, well, how did you get so tight? That's what I really want to know. It's like it shrunk wrap, you know, in a weird way when I used the transfer tool on it. Oh, there's a new version of Marvelous Designer. You know what? I'm not going to update during stream, that's for darn sure. Alright, let's dig back up the open project. I didn't save you in here, did I, by any chance? Just making sure. Yeah, our server outfit was in here. But this isn't, so this is probably in the 60s. I never did finish that La La Land outfit from a couple years ago. Maybe someday. Do I not have... Why don't I have a dress? Where's my go-go dress? Z-Proj. Where did I save you? Damn it. Maybe you're just up in dresses or something. I don't know. Let me, let's search the system and see if we can find where the go-go Z-Proj went. Go-go. Z-P-R-J. Oh, you're right there. Oh, there it is, right there. That's right, go gadget. I think I'm going to tweak this belt a little bit. All right, let's switch. G9 avatar. We're going to load in our Genesis 8 shape right there as a morph target. You say okay to that. I'm going to tweak this belt a little bit and pull it tighter. And I probably have to readjust the placement of my belts then. So you are sewn to that. Can I move you guys? Let's try bringing in our belt object, except we're scaled a little funny right now. You know what? Let's export this out. This is going to be a little wonky. Let's do that and file and export as OBJ selected. And not there, because that's not the folder I want to be working on. Whip, are you my folder? You are my folder. Go female address 98.4, 98, 94, 94.1. There we go. Save that. Say okay. Let's pop over. Does that actually work for this now? Probably not. This probably got screwed up somehow. Well, let's load it in as a morph target and see if that works. I may just have to completely redo this dress. Where am I? Where am I? I'm totally in the wrong folder. Again. This should be better. Sort by date. So that, there you go. Gonna bring that in. I'm just gonna accept that. Hey, that did work. The scaling's off though. So we're gonna reload that. Well, I think I can update this base geometry with that now. So that one seems to be good. And accept that, and we're still scaled, so this should, there we go. Alright, now I'm going to export this out, bring it in the Marvelous Designer, and you've got some weird, you know what, you're probably from smoothing modifiers. So let's clean that up. You can kind of see there's this weird shape in here and in here. And it might be from just the way the smoothing modifier was generated. It's still holding. So let's come into here and geometry, and I'm going to remove the smoothing modifier. Those go away. Then we'll just have it recalculate the smoothing modifier again. Edit geometry, add smoothing modifier. Should be good now. And now what I want to do, I'm going to go back into Marvelous Designer and clean this up a little bit, then we'll export it again. I got a weird bunching in the back, so let's see if we can clean that up a little bit. We'll save that out. And then I'm going to see if I can get the current belt to fit. So that's a little bit, is that a better? Is that a little better? I'm still going to get a little bit of weird shape in there. It's fine. It's fine. Let's try this again. File, export, OBJ selected. I'll just overwrite that. Should be good. So we'll just do this again. Update the base geometry once more. Okay, that's probably okay. I'm going to re-export this now. Do I have a master resolution? Is high. I'll switch you back to base. And let's also turn the smoothing off. And now I'm going to export that out. And I am totally in the wrong folder again. Here we go, that's better. Let's do that. Only you're not scaled, so I'm just going to say, you know what, I'm going to say 100. And accept that and pop back over to Marvelous Designer. I don't need you anymore, so let's do File New. Do you want to save? No. File. Let's load in our G8 avatar. Is that the right avatar? Looks like the right avatar. Let's import as garment the what we just exported out. Import add obj to garment. That one right there. Say okay to that. I'm going to turn gravity off. So without gravity, it should sort of mostly stay in place. Okay, and then I'm just going to bring the belt in and we can fit this under the belt. And you know what? That'll be a morph. We'll call that no. This will be no belt, and then we have the morph will be with belt. Yeah, let's do that. So file, import add obj. Somewhere in here should be something for the belt. G8F for belt, probably not it. Go belt G9. Probably I should probably just re-export out the belt. Would probably be the smart thing to do. I'm not that smart though. Let's see how this goes. Okay, I think so. The idea is if we simulate it, we kind of want to. It's not quite getting under the belt, is it? It's actually trying. Can I layer the belt? That's the thing. The back looks okay. It's just getting some of the other parts. I don't know. Let's try baby steps. See if we can. Oh, I'm almost there. All right. see if we can walk this around. So I have the here. Let's try the accurate fitting. I might have to just ZBrush that in. And did you come apart in the back? What the hell? Why are you not sewn in the back? Am I missing something? No, you seem to be fine. You know what? I should probably just ZBrush this up a little bit. I think we'll do that. How much time I got? 14 minutes? I'm just going to work on this with ZBrush. First I'm going to smooth it out a bit, and then we're going to fit the belt to it. So we'll do that. So we're going to select, I'm going to select the dress first, then we select the other components. Then I'm just going to, and you know what? This isn't working out, so we're just going to lose that. We'll activate ZBrush. We use the good old GoZ using the 2022 version of ZBrush, because I'll be damned if I'm going to pay for a ZBrush subscription when I still have a perfectly good perpetual license running. I'm going to be so sad when this thing stops running, though. All right, let's make you smaller. Let's make some adjustments to these settings here. And so I'm just going to smooth some of this stuff out a little bit. Then we're just going to save that and update the base geometry. And then I'm going to come back in and we'll fit the belts to it. We'll make that as a morph target. think that's probably... Maybe I will tweak this again in Marvelous Designer so I don't have this fold over in here. Or can I just smooth you out? You know what? I think maybe I'll just smooth it out. We'll see how that looks. Do I have a little poke through up there? No, that's just dirt on the screen. I do have these. That makes it look like I got nipples. And that's not actually what's going on. But I'm going to clean that up anyhow. Alright, I think I'm going to use this as the updated geometry. Hopefully I'm not deforming the mesh too much so that it makes weird patterns. It will hit Go Z. I'm going to update the base geometry and accept that. And I'm going to tweak ZBrush a little bit so I can still see chat because I've lost chat again. Bring that over there. Actually put you to the side. Alright, so that is the updated dress. So now we're going to go back and make a morph target that's going to be fit belt. So let's redo that. Point. Accept. And then, is it the Alt key that pushes? Yep. And tweak that so that oops, saw a little bit poke through there. Tolerance can be a little close. It is back lined up nicely. I think I'm good. How are you looking? You know what? I think I'll go with that. I might have to tweak the belt a little bit off, but I think we're good for right now. So here we'll activate Go Z. And right here, I'm going to, do I have an actor? I'm going to put you in actor adjustment. And we're going to call you fit belt. And accept that. And now we should be able to come over here into actor adjustment right there. When we do that, our belt fits. Yeah. Okay, let's put a material on here. Let's see if that still works. So I'm going to put ZBrush off to the side. Yes, I'm clicking on you to hide. Go away. You know what? I'm just going to shut down ZBrush. Frickin' ZBrush. I'm going to memorize the dress with the belt fitted. And actually, I think we'll redo the smoothing modifier. So that's going to memorize my figure. I went to all the trouble to add these materials, so let's go. Where's my base? It's Groovy 01 right there. Okay. Cool. I still need material for the belt. I don't have time to get to that. I think this is going to be fine. Also, we will make an unzippable version. But right now we're just focusing on this one. Should be good. Let me save these modifiers. These uh-oh, I got the wrong thing selected. That's my problem. There we go. That's better. I hit the wrong button. I want to hit that. So I'm going to save these morphs. I'm going to save the dress. Go dress. Say yes. I can't fill this stuff in because I turned the database off. I'm going to do that. You know what? I'm going to put a generic metal shader on here for right now. And then I'll resave that. And you know what? We've got 7 minutes left. I'm probably just going to call it a night here then. Actually, let me put the boots on and I'll save it as a complete outfit. We'll run a simulation and see if I need to tweak some stuff. And then we'll probably be past 9. I'm coloring the belt, so let's do that. I have a generic metal shader, so I'm just going to apply that. I'm just going to make everything gold. And then we're just going to make these orange. Looking good. Let's put some white boots on. I think do I have you set up with them? Yeah, I do have the pose set up on those. Okay, cool. All right, let's save you as an outfit. So that's a wearable preset. Click on that. Go. Exclamation point. Outfit. So this pops at the front of the list. Dress, boots, belt, and has the zipper pulls. Okay. Should be fine. Let me see how this goes when we hit a sim. I don't have anything simulated yet. Alright, so let's redo this. Save this. Let's put a D-Force modifier on there. Select all of this. First things first. Let's set that bend stiffness to 0.1. Alright, now let's see if this, I'm going to cry. It's looking fine. It's not acting too weird with the belt. I was worried about the belt making things explode. Worst case scenario is we make the belt. Okay, you see, it got a little weird in the back. Are you not sewn in? Dang. I know what it's doing. Damn it. I'm going to have to rebuild the dress. That didn't get sewn in when I exported it, so I have to redo that. Damn it. It's not sewing to internal lines again. You got to tail one of your favorite Pinocchio lines. What? Damn. All right. Anyhow, we're close. We're close. When they're at Pleasure Island. Okay. You know what I have to do is I have to sneak the dress into Blender and then bring it back out, and then we can. Well, we did save 100% version of it, so here, let's try that. I'm going to try to fix it real quick here. I'm going to reset you. Oops, cancel that, hit that. So what happened is Marvelous Designer did not weld lines like it's supposed to weld. It's an error in Marvelous Designer. I forgot that crept back in. Maybe there was an update, so let me see if the update fixes. I'll do that later. Right now, I'm going to just manually weld the dress back together, and then we'll try to quickly update this. And then I'm going to try to save that. If not, I have to just kind of rebuild it all over again. That's okay. It goes faster the 8th time you've done something. I'm still waiting for... Blender has been loading a little bit slower than it used to. So here, let's do this. We're going to go over to projects, and we're going to go to the 1960s. Go outfit. We'll take a peek here in the, and we'll search by date modified. And that one right there should be the latest and greatest. So we take a look back here. And what we're going to find is this strip here isn't sewn in like it's supposed to be. It's actually even separated a little bit, isn't it? Dang it. So those are supposed to be welded. That's annoying. Can I... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select those two. And here, let me... let's color the zipper so it's easier to see. And I'm just making sure this whole line is selected all the way down. We're just going to do a merge by distance. So here, I'll do that merge by distance. My default's really tight, so we're going to loosen that up just a little bit. There we go. So those are merged. I'm going to merge that to these. So that got a little weird. You should have. That kind of makes sense what it's doing. So do I actually want to merge this down here? Maybe not. I'm going to undo that and debate whether or not I want to actually merge that. I may not. I may just leave it like it is. So I think we'll merge this by distance as well. Oops. I think that worked. Yeah, all right, let's re-export this. And then later on, when we do an undone version, we're going to put a split right down on this seam here. But for right now, let's do this. Back over to here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to call you 2. And we're going to come over here and use my Daz presets, which basically is mostly selected only. Export that. All right, we're going to come back into here. Let me see if we can do the fancy rigging trick. So we're going to import in that new geometry. Oops, I'm still importing it. Let's redo that. Nope. So we're going to import in that new geometry. Boing. That one there. Say OK. Make sure that that says 10, 1, 2, 3,000. Okay, that's better. Although you're shaped a little. Oh, it's because I got those morphs in there, didn't I? All right, I can't use that. I'll have to redo this. What the hell happened? Okay. I'm going a little over because I want to just kind of get this done. Base resolution and mesh smoothing is good. Let's export you. You know what? I'm just going to overwrite that because that's no good. And accept that. We pop back over to here. Should go faster the second time, right? Because we actually have an idea what we're doing now. That. I could probably do this without even watching what I'm doing, except I'm going to. You know, that looks fine. Then we'll select the other side, that and that. Then we'll just do a merge by distance. Should be good. Re-export, re-import. See, that looks better. Now I'm going to use the transfer tool and swap this geometry with the one that's on there right now. So we're going to do this thing here. Transfer utility. I'm going to choose this go-go dress right here. And I can't tell which go-go dress. I've got too many go-go dresses in here. You, I don't, whatever you are, you're probably garbage. Okay. So you, I'm going to fit to you. Okay, activate the transfer tool. Select the go-go dress. Select the OBJ we just welded. Should be good. I'm going to do this though. I'm going to replace source with target. And I'm going to accept that. And let's see how that goes. That might have worked. Did it? Is my morph still in here or do I have to redo it? I probably have to redo my morph. I might have to redo all my morphs, right? Yeah. Okay. That's not going to work. Can I undo that? I think I broke it. I think I done broke it good. I did save it, so we can fix this. All right, I'm going to work on this later. Anyhow, I appreciate everybody being here. Hey, everybody, check out Quasi. He's now streaming on Twitch. And doing it a lot. So I don't know if you've got a regular schedule yet, Quasi. That's not how you type a Quasi command. This is how you type the Quasi command. So we're going to find somebody to raid now.
Bud. Let's party.
Also, once again, Art, thank you for being here. As always, super cool to see you. And of course, the legendary Rod Shelley. Hey, Chris, let's party. I have a party command. Did that work?
Don't be mean. We don't have to be mean. Because, remember, no matter where you go, there you are.
There you are. So don't be mean. All right, let's see who's on the Twitch first. Go over and say hi to somebody else. See, there you are. Let me see if any of the art friends are on. Riv Critter's on. Let's go over and say hi to Riv Critter. I think Riv Critter's... No, Riv Critter's offline.
Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 box screenings boxes. Take a dip with the...
That's disappointing. Don't you hate it when you see somebody's on, but they're not really on? Twitch is just like messing with you. Frickin' Twitch. 3 raccoons in a trench coat. I don't know. I think that was a Taco Bell ad. I wasn't even paying attention. I was quickly moving along. Soundworks is on. Eromakin. Let's go over and say hi to Eromakin. We'll do that. We'll hang out. Oh no, Bad Tooth. Let's go check out my man Bad Tooth. aka Dr. DK, Dan, the man, spinning the tunes, the Americana, the trash can Americana. I love this man and his music, so let's do that. I will be back Saturday, more 3D stuff. I'm not sure what we'll be working on. It'll be this or it'll be the hot server outfit. So we'll see. So let's do stuff. Where am I? Who am I? What am I? Here. Hey, join the Discord if you haven't already. There is that. Also, hey, if you can join the raid, that would be super cool. If you're not a sub, you can use that call. If you are a sub, you are super cool, and you get to use this sub raid call /raid bad tooth records. Did that work? I think so. Let's come over here and find out. I'm copying my raid call. Copying my raid call. We're going to go say hi to Bad Tooth. And we're going to call it a night. I hope you all have a good rest of a Thursday or Friday for those of you on the happy side of the planet. And, all right. And, hasta la vista, baby.